One of the fun things about this industry is that you can either follow the trends of the industry and create what other people are making and try to just compete for the limelight on there, or you can make your own path and either create new categories that you would want for yourself or make your own personal spin on products that you personally would take. One of the things that I love so much about Ghost is that they stick to the latter, creating products like Glow, Gamer, or even pioneering new categories like authentic collabs for flavors and partnerships with companies outside of dietary supplements has been really exciting to watch. Multi is no different. Their new Multi, looking at it and having known Dan and Ryan over the last couple of years, represents the choices that they make in their nutrition, their supplementation, their interest in these ingredients, and they're putting it together so that you can experience the multivitamin that they would love.
Welcome to Price Plow.
Multivitamins are a tough video for me to do because there's a ton of different ingredients top to bottom in here. I could sit down here and go through vitamin A, C, D, E, all the B's, all the magnesium. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to break this down into a few simple sections to explain to you what's different about Ghost Multi and what you might get out of this. There are a few reasons why Ghost Multi stands apart from the general population of multivitamins, and that might interest you. That's all this video is going to really be today. I want to put out some information on why you might appreciate this multivitamin, and you can make the decision for yourself. Number one category in here that is super important for the multivitamin category and kind of sticks to Ghost's true morals is bioavailability of ingredients. Top to bottom, Ghost went through and put the best quality bioavailability of their ingredients out here and went so far in this to actually even not include some nutrients because it may have competed for availability for your body. A couple things to look at are, for instance, the sources of vitamins in here. For instance, vitamin B6, they use P5P, which you've probably heard me talk about before. There's actually studies showing that B6 coming from pyridoxine hydrochloride can actually lower serum levels of B6 within the body. I know it seems weird, but it's proven. Stuff like methylcobalamin, the vegetarian source of vitamin D3. Instead of using D2, they use D3. The vitamin K source they have in here, MK-7, incredible source. They actually, like I said before, didn't use calcium in this product because calcium competes for uptake with a lot of different minerals, and so they stuck with a lot of important TRAACS, chelated minerals in here, so that you would be able to absorb all of these different nutrients without worrying about one's competing for absorption, and know that the ingredients that you're getting in are actually being utilized and you're not just creating expensive urine. Tacked on to the bottom of that whole topic of bioavailability is that they also used a full clinical dosage of Bioperine at the bottom, 5 milligrams of black pepper extract. It's going to help a lot with absorption of the ingredients in this multivitamin. And so that's kind of like my big number one thing here. The ingredients that you're getting in here, you know that you're going to actually be absorbing and utilizing, which is super important for multivitamins. For a very long time, we've heard these stories of just multivitamins aren't useful for you, they just create expensive urine. That couldn't be further from the truth here. One thing that I do want to tack on here while we're talking about this is we had some controversy in our posts before, and I actually even asked Dan about it right off the bat when he sent me the supplement facts panel weeks ago, was the magnesium oxide listed in here. Now, the magnesium on the top of this panel is the yielded dosages of magnesium. You're getting 100 milligrams of magnesium from the sources being magnesium aspartate and magnesium oxide. In this section, it would be illegal and non-compliant for them to not list that it is coming from magnesium oxide. I understand magnesium oxide is a less than high quality ingredient here. It basically just passes right through you. It's not all that helpful, but you have to understand that magnesium oxide is being used in this product as a flow agent. There are some issues with ingredients in here such as Lutemax or the Evie Max. They become gunky and it's hard to get them encapsulated after mixing it. So things like magnesium oxide, magnesium stearate, other excipients can be utilized to make sure that they don't clump up and they flow through the machine well. So we are not contesting that magnesium oxide is a poor form of magnesium, but it's not being used as a form of magnesium, it's being used as an excipient here. And for the record, there isn't even a full dose of magnesium in this product. The magnesium is added in here mostly to help with the absorption of other ingredients in here. If you want a full dose of magnesium, 300 to 400 milligrams, you're gonna have to get it from another source. It just wouldn't have fit in the capsules here, and that wasn't the purpose of using the ingredient. So, I wanted to get that out there so that if you have an interest in the ingredient or a question about why they use that ingredient, that's the information there. Now, I could talk about the vegan friendliness of the product. It's not super relevant to our consumer base, but using the vegan D3 is important. They did make a choice to choose that. They want to make their products as vegan friendly as possible. It's not always easy in this industry, but they did do that. So if you're looking for that, it's not coming from sheep lanolin, it's coming from a vegetarian source. Now that the broad sweeping topics are finished, I wanted to talk about the active ingredients down here at the bottom. There are a few ingredients in here which I think are really interesting and important, and there's a story behind some of them to talk about why they added it in here. Lutemax 2020, it's a marigold flower extract. If you remember watching on the Ghost channel, they actually tried to add this to the Ghost Gamer. This is really great for your eye health, which obviously can be affected by people who are staring at screens all day long. If you have bright lights like I am right now, if you're playing a lot of video games, that could be helpful for you to be using this product. Now, there were two problems with using that product in Gamer. One was that it had a really bad color to it. It wasn't going to be very delicious looking. That's a bit of an issue for Ghost when the consumer experience is super important to them. Second problem is that you need to take it daily for it to work. I don't know about you guys, not everyone is taking Gamer daily. I do, I really love it, but not everyone's playing video games or taking a nootropic daily, so something like a multivitamin is a much more viable option for daily usage. This ingredient contains 20 milligrams of lutein and 4 milligrams of zeaxanthin. Lutemax is super helpful for your eye health. There's a lot of information on macular carotenoids. I actually have a bit of a background in understanding macular degeneration because my sister has macular degeneration, so I know a decent amount of this, but I don't want to sit here and talk about it for too long if it's not something that's really going to be important to most viewers. So if you are interested in really taking a deep dive on how this works with eye health, and as well as some of the other ingredients in this, which I'm not going to get super deep on, I don't want that to be the point of this video, you can go over to our blog. Heather did an incredible job breaking down the super deep science with some citations on there if you'd like to read some studies. As always, our blogs are usually the most in-depth. I try to keep these digestible for normal viewers. So go check that out if you're interested. So, next ingredient, PhytoServ Veggie Powder Blend. This is kind of similar to Spectra or S7. It's coming from Futureceuticals, the same manufacturer of both of those. It's a small ingredient. There's a collection of a few different vegetables in here, hopefully delivering a bunch of phytonutrients that can be helpful for your body. Obviously, some greens are important. Now, let's be real about this. It's not a full greens product. If you want one of those, Ghost has a full scoop of greens and tons of other digestive health products in there. This is just a bit of a daily helper to kind of help bridge the gap between what you're eating and what you should be eating, because I know I don't get all my greens in, you probably don't either. It's rich in antioxidants, it can help with oxidative stress, and it could boost your immune system. It's going to help out a bunch of different ways, but don't expect a ton of vitamins and minerals coming from this. It's just a little bit of help at the end of the day. Evie Max, which is a full spectrum palm tocotrienol complex, supplies a bunch of different versions of vitamin E for your body. This helps with a lot of different things here, and these are some claims that Ghost really couldn't make themselves, but there is some data to show that it has anti-cancer effects. It could prevent Alzheimer's and dementia. There's even anti-cardiovascular disease properties in this product. It's super helpful just for healthy aging and general health. So super nice that they put that in there for us, and I don't think I've seen it before in any other multivitamin out there. Next up, we got the Bioperine. I already talked about how they added that in for digestion. And lastly, they have boron, lycopene, and vanadium from Vanadium sulfate. Boron can help out a lot of different things. It's a smaller dosage, so it could help out with testosterone, but it's also just a trace mineral that most people are going to be deficient in. It's going to help out a lot of different health aspects there. Lycopene helps a ton with heart health. You're getting it from tomatoes, but most of you aren't eating a ton of tomatoes every day, so that's important there. Vanadium can really help with blood sugar regulation. Actually, in combination with chromium picolinate, which they have in here as well, it could be similarly strong to like a berberine, but over your whole day. I've seen some people's data to suggest that it's a very, very potent combo, but more of like a long acting version, like not like berberine where you need to take a whole bunch of carbohydrates with it. This will help keep your fasting glucose much, much lower. Some last things to talk about here are the dosage and source coming from MK-7. Vitamin K is mostly found in leafy greens, and a lot of the versions out there outside of this MK-7 are just like absolute trash and you won't absorb them and use them at all. It won't actually increase K2 serum levels, which is really what we're looking for at the end here. And last but not least, something that I know specifically about Dan that he did in here probably for himself is the high vitamin C content. I know Dan takes a lot of vitamin C every single day. Vitamin C can help with so much from different immune aspects and just general health. I'm happy that they didn't come out with this during the coronavirus whole craziness, because vitamin C was like really big during that and it was just kind of cringy. Everyone was doing this. This kind of shows that Dan does believe in vitamin C and he always uses it. It's not just to get sales during the pandemic. The dosage here is literally 556% of your daily amount. Like, it's a huge dose and it's gonna help with a ton of different things. If you're interested in learning about what vitamin C does for you, Heather did a great job jumping into it on the blog. I don't wanna spend too much time here. We're already getting over 13 minutes here. So I hope this was helpful to tell you guys a little bit about what separates this from the competition. It is pretty cool. The capsules do say Ghost on them, which I think is just fun and different. It's not in a tablet, so it's gonna be actually absorbed. There are just so many different reasons that I am so excited to be taking this multi. I'm going to be over the next couple weeks probably adding on with our stories all the different things that I'm feeling from it, but I was hoping that this would be a good highlight reel of different things that I enjoyed about the product. There's just so much to go into. I could do probably a half-hour video on this if I wanted to. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have questions about Ghost, you can go over to pricewell.com/ghostlifestyle, or you can just ask below. I'd love to talk about the products with you. If you made it this far in the video, I always appreciate you guys watching this through. I really do thank you. So in any case, guys, I do have to say, we do have a business affiliate relationship with Ghost. I do support Ghost. They are friends of mine. It's hard for me not to. They're good people and they're doing good things innovating the industry. If that's a bad thing, well, I accept that. So, in any way, guys, thanks so much for watching and have a great day.
Welcome to Price Plow.